it still ring true. That's why I speak the truth on my site. So those words can go forth and marinate in your mind, on your mind all day. Get down in your spirit. Cause you to look to the Most High. That word vibration and empowerment. It's done scared all the riffraff away from me, so I know it works. What's up, family? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. It wouldn't be right if I didn't bring my offering today for the Most High. It just so happened to have the people in the topic of conversation. Who? God's people. The black people. Get my video up. I was just sitting there listening to Brother Theo's platform. Sister was on there and the conversation was about the state of our relationship. Things have changed. And not for the good. Hey, well, America needs to stop being so goddamn wicked. Every time we do business, America needs to learn some diplomacy, respect. They need to learn God's laws. Why they telling everybody the Most High did away with his laws? We under grace. That's a lie. Grace is to get you to obedience. You can never do away with the law. Try taking your tail out there and run a red light and police sitting by there. The police represent the government of the land, right? Well, God's law represents his order in the kingdom. You can't do away with them. Well, I thought you were talking about the state of, our attention span is short when we talk the truth. We don't want to hear that. Say what you're saying, shut up. Yeah, this pertains to what I was talking to from the start, as far as the state of relationships in the black community. I don't knock nobody that's successful. I want for you what I want for myself. Everything that God has prepared for us, that we in turn then go and get. We learn these things, we set our hearts and minds towards it, and we go and achieve it. But for some reason, I see, yes, you have a lot of people that are successful, but it's on an individual level. And these successes are not in a sense like with these groups our black successful people choose to do business with. See, the groups we do business with, they do business with, team up with, they own the situation that's surrounding everything we do. So what we do, yeah, you may have successful individuals, but as a nation group, you don't have that success. And I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, that automatically points out first, everybody's not a leader. All our skin folk who we propped up there, they're not leaders. Because if you're a lead, you're put in place to lead his people. It's God who makes you, who raises you up, makes you rich or poor. But it's based on, like I began, the law. The law meaning instruction, Torah. Torah is his instruction. In Joshua 1, verse 8, it tells you how to become prosperous and successful in all that you do, based on meditating on his instructions. The specific instruction and how you should move. Obey the law, the laws of doing things. That's how you win. That ensures you can go to sleep and know of a surety it's gonna come back just like that because you operating within the instruction, the law. The law works. You plant a seed, it's gonna bring forth. You plant an apple seed, it's gonna bring an apple back. So when our people plant seeds in somebody else's backyard, that has no bearing on the black. And it's a lot of them on a collaborative level. When you put them all together, that's how they move. They don't move to secure the black community. They move to become successful in their own right, which is cool. Then as a people, we got to be wise. You know what I'm saying? And just because people skin folk and we see them doing good, and I'm not knocking that, support that, but at the same time, we got to support our own agenda first because that has no significance in the black community or black household or towards black relationships. Because I'm successful, you think that's gonna change the rhythm in the black community or do something for us? No, a lot of people, well, I ain't got to do that for black people. I'm my own person. No, no matter how you look at it. The other team is going. That's how they looking at your ass. Cause how do you know this, Dewayne? Because they own everything you do business with. They don't promote you owning shit and doing business with you. You don't see that part? Oh, it's okay. It's America. Y'all own that prejudice stuff. Talking about where I ain't saying shit about white people. We talking about a power dynamic. You want to have power, you need to own some shit. You want to have power, we know. Deuteronomy 28 tells us. Read verse 42. Those who are in the midst of you will get above you. Why? Because they operating according to the law. If I want to own and create generational wealth, I need to create something where God can bless my hand and magnify it. You know, where it will grow. I hire some people, pay them. They plant my seeds every day. And the law is constantly working. It's cyclical. It doesn't stop. You can wish it to stop, but like I said, you can go run that red light. And the police at the corner, he gonna get on your bumper real quick. There's judgment. That's called judgment, immediate. Same way with God. But if we don't look at that, not bring God into the picture, because that's the foundation, we'll say we know him and we love him, and on our paper, our piece of money, it got in God we trust. Well, if you trust him, you need to even live in your life. There are rules. It is us. That, like I ask a lot of people, you know, just to shoot the shot out there. Because if you're of God, then you of love. I hear a lot of religious people, Christian people, family people. You will ask them that, man. You know, I bring that situation up where it'll lead to saying, well, I love everybody. And you'll hear people, well, I don't love everybody. I'll be like, that's the problem in the black community. You never hear that from any other community. It's like our community got this energy just to go, it's just natural, going against one another. Like, you never stop to see the damage that it's doing. We so gung ho and wanting to win. And that's on, you see that on all levels. We sit and argue about, we know we God's people. We know we the Hebrews. The book tells you. People, well, the book don't say that. The book says there's a people that did not, that would go into judgment because of their disobedience, hard-heartedness. And it's got a whole list of things. Then it has a list of blessings first. Don't be remiss on the blessings. All kings and high priests, those who are in Christ. Now you can let the world take your liberty in Christ, but we can't bring him down to man. He's the word of the Father. He is the Father. His word stands in all eternity. You ain't got to believe it. But what you won't do is bring his word down to man. No, he supersedes us. He's the one Moses told you to hear him. I heard somebody say that the other day. They want to fight the Mashiach. John 14, 15. He said they won't understand the spirit. They will reject it because they don't see it. They rejected him. All your leaders and teachers of that time, no, it wasn't his custom to follow them. Our custom was to go to the temple. The Most High gave the king instructions to build temples. All this other stuff y'all coming with, man, that's idolatry. Y'all steady putting people. The meaning we move. I heard your witness to that. I've been locked up before. I didn't seen it. And people didn't talk about that. All of a sudden they love God and they want to change their life. You damn right. I want to get out this jam and get back to power. I don't want to be jammed up in nobody's jail. You stupid. We'll even look down on that instead of okay, let me be a part of that to enrich that. So when that person do get out, that'll marinate. That thing gonna marinate on him. He gonna remember the times. We hear the song all day. I love that song, Nas. Shout out to Nas. Remember the time. I'm gonna make me a shirt. I ain't gonna say what the name is, but it's related to Nas. I don't want nobody to steal my idea because this was gonna separate the wheat from the tares in the sense that those who come into the knowledge of self and truly follow. Wait it out. The world gonna turn against you, but I'm gonna wait to see it through. I don't care which way they go. I'm gonna wait to see it through because I know. How my man said, my ship people come together. Stop trying to challenge and build. Build one another. Build.